Hello, welcome to We Have Issues. I'm Anthony,
I'm Stevie Wildcard.
I'm Tina Be Awesome.
and every week the three of us get together and we're best friends, and all we do is how best friend stuff. But every week, my best friend Steven and I get together and we talk about overcoming various issues and obstacles that life throws away in order to get something done. We're working on a supernatural superhero culty comedy comic called Deathless. Steven, a lot has gotten in the way this week. A lot.
Oh my god.
You weren't even here on the podcast last week. I was like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And I panicked, Steven. But yeah, we were all like going through a lot last week with the hurricane. So what happened? What was it like for you guys? What are you going through?
So the hurricane wasn't too bad. For us down where we're at. I'm not trying to take away Tampa or Siesta Key or any of the areas that were really impacted by it. But the storm was like fine. We went into it full prep mode, shuttered up the house, we had the food and water, everything we needed. We were watching Buffy, waiting for the storm to hit on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
It was going to end up hitting early Thursday morning was its intended time. But as we all know with hurricanes, they're very unpredictable and they can come a lot sooner.
They arrive precisely when they intend to, yeah.
Yeah, they sometimes they come early, they're sometimes it's like they just have to, but
they're a little selfish. They don't make it quite to 50. They don't.
I'm thankful.
They don't think about German Shepherd shitting. They don't think about baseball.
There's nothing mitigating it. It just wants to blow.
They just have to come when they come. That's just how it goes, Steven.
So I was thankful that the storm came a few hours earlier because I wanted to stay up. Because Ian brought in like a 15-foot storm surge to our city. Yeah. And during Ian, I can actually send you this video if I can find it. That we can post the Ian footage of the storm surge at my house. Crazy. During Hurricane Ian, and you guys got to figure, I'm like 2 miles away, roughly 2 miles from the coastline in Cape Coral. And Ian had so much surge that the ocean was like 5 feet from my front door. So it was pretty wild. I remember opening the door during Ian because I have like this like narrow pathway wind doesn't really get into. I opened it and there was salt water. It smelled like I was like at the beach. I was like, that's crazy. I didn't think the ocean water could make it this far. So for Milton, I was concerned because they did say that this storm surge was going to be really bad south of it this time around. So we stayed up, but actually surge never even came into our neighborhood. However, we lost internet at 8 o'clock, and then we lost power at 9. So,
and I was the only one awake still, and I heard a tornado go over us
in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night.
Super weird because I've never really experienced that before. Before I heard it, I could feel it.
Yeah.
I literally could feel like this crazy pressure over me. And then I heard people say it sounds like a train, and that's really what it sounded like. It was this weird wah type of sound and it was crazy. But then once I stopped hearing it, my ears popped. It was wild, but I don't think that it touched down.
Yeah, I think the tornado was above us and never funneled all the way down.
Unless that's what hit our tree.
Maybe
because we did lose our oak.
That's the one damage that was the only damage to our entire house.
Yeah. Take it.
Was the oak tree, and it sucked because that oak tree got bent over during Ian, so we had actually paid to get it corrected with the boards and stuff. And I was it was growing. This oak tree was 15 feet tall. It was looking really pretty, and then it just got knocked over. But I knew these guys at the yard that I work at with pavers, and the next day I was at work.
Yeah,
he gave us a really good price, and they came and there's no sign of that oak tree ever being there. Not a leaf left on the ground.
Yeah. They were literally out within an hour of seeing
no tree at my curb. They completely took all of it, cut it all up.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
But yeah, so we got power back, I think Friday, right before you went to work, right?
Yeah, it was awesome because I worked at 3 and we got power back and enough time for me to take a hot shower before I went to work. Mm-hmm. It was amazing.
But then she was so ready to go to work. She was calling her guests on Thursday, listen, we are open, the salon has power. And she was all gun-ho, ready to go back to work. But then the power came back on at home. And she's like, damn it, now I'm just so stay home with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got back to work and stuff. Friday I worked, but it was taking all the shutters down. Since I work for a family company, her grandfather, he's really awesome. Before a storm hits and after a storm hits, there was like a full work day dedicated to just putting shutters up on all the family's house.
I love that.
So that's like my work. I get paid to prepare for the storm for everybody.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he's so awesome about things like that. And so Friday, that was what my day was. Is I just took shutters off houses from all of our homes, and then but yeah, CenturyLink is doing the same thing it did last time, where they won't let me put in a service ticket until the outage.
Previously, we have issues. Like that last time.
My neighbors had internet, CenturyLink internet Saturday. So Saturday, I'm messaging them. I'm like, listen, I understand you're saying there's an outage in my area. There isn't. My neighbors have it. I have a specific problem. One of my lines is down. Please, just let me get an appointment. And they're like, nope, there's an outage, sir. I don't think there's anything wrong with your lines. And then today,
it's literally laying in our driveway.
It's like,
so today, now you got to understand, today, I'm not getting any messages from CenturyLink talking about how, like, yes, service is restored, but you're still. No, today I just decided while I was on my way home from work riding passenger, I'm going to message CenturyLink again, just try to put in a ticket. They're like, oh, what seems to be the problem? Oh, yeah, your modem's not responding. And I'm like, yeah, it hasn't been. And they're like, yeah, the outage is gone and you don't have okay, so we'll have to set up an appointment now. And I'm like, dude, my heart sunk to my stomach because last this happened during Ian, which obviously was more devastating for our area specifically. I was like, dude, last time I had to wait to put in a service ticket, they told me the soonest day was December 2nd. And you got to remember Ian hit in like September.
Yeah.
And I was like 2.5 months without internet. Yeah. This time, much better. I just have to wait till Monday. So Monday, I'm supposed to get my high-speed internet back, and I am very thankful. We've been watching DVDs and Blu-rays and doing whatever we can to survive.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you guys have been watching Buffy, right?
Yeah. So Cambria, we started watching Buffy on actual streaming, obviously before the storm hit, and Cambria was like just like everybody. She wasn't sure how she felt about season 1 because season 1 is really campy, and it's like they don't have their bearings yet. I love season 1, just like I love season 1 of The Office too. But it obviously isn't as tight, but she bared with it. Man, her heart broke when Angel became jealous. I mean, she's been through all of it. She loves Spike. She can't wait. So we actually just watched the season finale of 6 tonight. So Spike, like this whole time you think Spike's trying to get his chip removed, but no. Spike's trying to earn his fucking soul back. And
so amazing.
So so she got to see Spike earn his soul back. She's like really excited, although she doesn't really know the heartbreak that's going to come with season 7 with Spike. But yeah, so I actually just ordered the DVD of season 7 on Amazon for $20, and it'll be here Friday.
Yeah, we already had it kind of worked out perfectly because she was
smart.
Yeah, she had the foresight to download the season 5 episodes onto her iPad from Disney before we launched.
Yeah, so the wind was kind of flickering the power, and when it flickered the power the first time, she just started downloading all of season 5 on her iPad. So we watched all. Yeah, we watched all.
We happened to have season 6 on DVD, but now we had season 7 too. But like 2 or 3 of the discs are missing, and I'm like, that's what you get for playing. But anyhow.
Back when they were younger, they ruined it. But anyways, I found it for $20 on Amazon. It'll be here Friday, so they'll give us something to watch over the weekend.
It is really cool because I loved Buffy as a kid. And I'm not like a horror person by any means. I get very easily scared. And I was always afraid watching Buffy, but I just loved it so much. And it's just so cool because I was about the same age as Cambria was when I was watching it. And I was and then we had to wait 2 months to find out what happened next,
Gosh.
I mean, Tina watched it live when Buffy got canceled.
Yeah, I was like, 5. This was the series finale. Buffy died, and that was it.
The Glory season is awesome.
I love that season. Her minions are so fun. I love it.
She was such a good villain.
She was so great. She's so over the top and cartoony in ways, you know. But Once More, the Feeling is still my favorite episode. We got to watch that one.
We watched it twice.
Oh
yeah, we did.
So worth it.
It's such a good episode.
It's such a good episode for
every song. Is awesome and important.
Honestly, as much as I love that episode, the episode directly after it, the Tabula Rasa, where Willow basically a spell goes wrong and everybody loses their memory. I love that episode. I love when Dawn screams Alex at Xander, and you be Ray Giles. You should have just called me horny.
He thinks that Giles is his father.
Oh, it's so good. I forgot about that.
And then
There's so many.
Rasa has has the best Bronze song too. It has Michelle Branch.
Michelle Branch, Goodbye to You.
Goodbye to You, the acoustic version.
Okay.
It is like the best version of that song.
And we tried forever to like find that version to like, like download.
It's the best version of that song.
And Michelle Branch did an interview saying that version of that song is literally lost. Like she went to a recording studio, did it like for the show.
Yeah.
And it like somehow got misplaced and that recording is completely lost. The only place you can listen to it is on that episode of
So like versions of it you'll get online. People have like tried to edit the Buffy stuff out around it.
That's funny.
But anyway, season 6 is just solid all the way through.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically what we've done since the start. I mean, we did a few neighborhood gatherings and cooked for everybody. We all cooked for everybody. And
our driveway is the only dry driveway.
Yeah.
Everyone else is full, but ours stays dry. So
yeah, we hosted on our drive.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we've done pretty well. How did you guys fare out in the were you?
Dude, it was so exhausting. Like it's so exhausting because like we have my roof leaks because like there was just some damage to it, so I had to find a way to like put a tarp on it and like do it. So I'm the only one.
Crazy during we were getting tornadoes and stuff too before it.
Yeah. So like oh my god, dude. So like I was up on the roof and like trying to tarp that up and fix it, and then like my dad was like, you know what? We should probably just take that all down because the wind's going to be really strong. It's supposed to be like this, so strong that it's just going to pull the freaking tarp off anyway. And there's no way it's going to stay and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, if you say so, So I took pictures of it and I took it down, took pictures of it, got down. And he's like, I think we should probably cover that. That looks real bad. We should probably do something about that. I was like, oh yeah, let me go back to the roof and go redo everything I did, but like a little stronger. He was like, what? Okay. So I'm like trying to help. But anyway, so like, yeah, I did that. I put shutters up all around the house, but we don't have like the metal shutters, like the shutters where everything's situated and like it fits nicely and then you just like screw it in or, like just tighten bolts and such. Mm-hmm. Ours is like the wood, we have to do wood. And it's whoever owned this house before, put numbers on the wood, like to organize them.
But they don't mean anything
but they don't mean
starting
anything. There's okay. So it's like there's one A, B, and C, which I'm like, all right, at least these go together somewhere, right? Like I know that. I hope, right? And then there's like 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. There is no 3. I was just like and here's the thing. Like, 3. And here's the thing, it doesn't even go around the house. It's not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like it's not like that. It's like 1, 2. Like now that I figured it out, it's like 1, 2. And then it's 1A, 1B, 1C. And then it's like 6, 5. And it's like, none of it makes sense. It's crazy.
Did you label them before you took them down?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Thought ahead.
Yeah. So like
Anthony is going to that.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. So like, but I was saying to my girlfriend that like, I was like, please remind me to label these freaking boards before, because like it drove me crazy, guys, trying to figure. Because not only was it like trying to figure out which window goes where and like, or which board goes on which window, but also like the way they were situated, the one that was 1A, 1B, 1C, it had random holes in the top of it and the bottom of it and the sides of it. And there were only so many like places to put things. So there are random holes in these boards that don't go to anything. So it's
those guys, whoever originally hanging it was like, maybe here? Nah.
It was crazy. So anyway, it was just so like it was
an electrician, not a cutter guy.
So that whole thing was exhausting. Then I went and I helped my brother put his shutters up, and we just we did everything we could to prepare. We did all the stuff, and then it's like the storm comes, and like, okay, so the night before, this is weird, and I've never experienced anything like this. So like I'm gonna like tell you guys. Like I think I said something to you, but. Dude, okay, so Wednesday night, right? So like it was supposed to happen like Thursday morning late, or was it Tuesday night? It was yeah, it was like Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday.
Probably the eve of the
yeah. So it was like Tuesday night, I think. So like Tuesday night, it wasn't raining, or it wasn't like there was a little bit of wind, not much was going on, but in the middle of the night, at like 2:00 in the morning, I heard a huge bang, like an explosion. And it was definitely some sort of transformer, right? But here's the thing: they took, yes, exactly. So like it's like a weird, like a muffled gun shot,
Yes,
it was
exactly.
So like, and that's what I was like, what was that? It was louder than like than I imagined than a gun, unless it was really close, but it was like this muffled like, boof, like a really weird sound. But what I know is they removed the transformers from my street recently, and now we have all underground cables up until like a certain point. That way we maintain power, more often. Like it's yeah. So unless it gets through to wherever, like they fixed it, they tried to organize it so it's all in one like area over there. So I was like, okay, well, what exploded? And then 5 minutes later, I heard another one, and I was like, what the hell happened? Right. So then the next day, we get really bad winds, and like the wind, like the power flickers, and it's going off and it's coming back on. It's going off. It's coming back on. And then we had like, the storm. So it's like, we're not going outside. It's crazy. The winds were crazy. It was loud. It was scary. It wasn't like as bad for us as Ian, like Ian was like
Ian was definitely a much crazier storm for our area.
Yeah, for
There's
our
no
area,
question.
for sure. Like I was legitimately scared.
It was a Category 5 hit. It was a high 4. I'm assuming it actually hit as a 5, but then weakened, and then for insurance purposes, because you don't have to pay your deductible if they're a Cat 5. They're like, oh, it's a Cat 4, but Ian was, as a Floridian, I've never experienced a storm like that. You know what I'm saying? It was wild.
Yeah, I mean, I think it like humbled a lot of us in a way, because a lot of us were like, okay, hurricanes, and we become complacent, and then we experience that again, and we're like, oh wait, I forgot those happened, and it's like, shoot, oh boy,
those are super.
Super scary, dude. But it wasn't like that, so like, but I felt I got more comfortable throughout the night, and like it stopped raining, like it was just winds, and like it didn't flood in my house at all. I was just like, I got really lucky this time, but then when it was done, the next day we had power. Our entire street has power, but none of the street behind us has no power. Street beside us has no power. The street on that side has no power. We're the only ones where they buried the lines, and we have power. Okay, but like, how weird is it that I was hearing these odd explosions the night before the storm? Right, where I was like, I think there's some like city planner who's trying to be like, hey, I need to get money to bury more of these wires, and we want to
Transformers.
Yeah, we're gonna show that it's it's feasible and it's more effective to do it this way. And the way I'm gonna do that is by exploding those transformers in the middle of the night.
Intentionally sabotaging the neighborhood, except for my good ground people.
Can we just real quick talk about like how beautiful it is to like watch all the transformers blowing?
Yeah, so we were watching them in the distance.
Amazing.
It's so
I don't know why they have different colors, but I'm curious about,
yeah.
because they flash white, green, or blue is what I was seeing. And it's like they're like really expensive, horrible, like bad omen fireworks. Really, it's like it's beautiful by its lack of what it was doing for you.
It's true, dude. They're like, I mean, they're like human bug lights, though. They're so pretty, though. Like, I remember the first time I saw one explode, I was home alone, and there was a terrible storm, and I was just like, I looked, you look out in the rain because it's like, oh my god, this is crazy amount of rain, and like I opened it up, and I just saw that like boom, 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 and I was like, okay, what's about to boom? And it just explodes with this like incredible light. And I was like, okay, I've never seen that before, and I probably shouldn't have looked at it like this, but I did. It was, yeah, it was pretty much me just standing by the window like a fool.
Yeah, everywhere else got the northern lights, and we got transformers blowing.
What if we weren't seeing the transformers? What if we were seeing the northern lights? Yeah, because I heard the northern lights were so visible this year that like people on like the panhandle could see them, like see it a little bit.
Wow,
which is crazy.
That is crazy.
I want to go to Alaska and see those.
Right? Yeah, me too. But there are too many vampires there, Steven.
Yeah, let's go take the vampires and watch the northern lights.
Honestly, though, there's too many polar bears.
Yeah, polar bears.
Polar vamps. Polar bears.
Yeah, isn't it in Alaska where they have that?
No, that's in Norway, or like it's like one of the European countries.
They like have a law where you can't lock your car because people need to be able to escape a polar bear attack.
It's not even a country too. I think it's like the northernmost village in one of those countries, and there's a law in that city that you can't lock your car because that's the only way people can escape. Sometimes if they're walking at night,
yeah.
They have to be able to get in the car.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah,
It's smart. It's also dangerous, but like, I mean,
what Mars going to do against a polar bear? Those things are, oh my god, they're
I mean,
12 feet.
yeah,
Monster.
they are. Oh my god, I can't. Oh, never want to fight a bear. Never. I mean, if I had to fight a bear, though, Steve. So if you had to fight a polar bear, okay,
Polar bear, you die.
you die. First of all, you die. Okay, let's say you. Okay, no, this is what I say. Not even fight it. Let's just say you're on that street and there's a polar bear, and you know all the cars are unlocked. What is your strategy?
Probably just the nearest car, if I'm honest. I'm sure those bears can sprint.
So yeah, I mean, I imagine they're fast too, right? And like they're huge, so they shake the car at least. Like I imagine they'd slam the door.
I want to find like a sturdy car.
I feel like a smaller car that's like lower to the ground would be harder for it to like flip over. Where like a big truck would be easy for them to like.
Yeah, but
flip
when
over
you're thinking small, see, you're 5'1", 5'2". I'm 6'3", and big guy. If I go into a Volvo, if he just gets through the window a little bit, he's touching a part of me. Like my thing is, I'd have to get into a bigger vehicle so that less of my body mass is near swipeable areas. Because if he gets his arm through that window,
yeah, and you got to think like it can't be that hard for him to bust a car window.
That's what I was saying. So what I'm thinking is, I would go. I think I'd run on the outside of a car, right, on one side, and have him like I'd imagine he's chasing you. That's what's happening, right? I jump in the car. So when he goes in this side and he goes to smash the car, I jump out the other door and run into the car across the way. Like across the street, right? Because he's trying to get you, right? Because then, I mean,
he's like halfway in that car.
Yeah, he's halfway in this car. Now you're in that.
There's no way you're not getting tagged on the way. If he is getting into the car and as basically your strategy is that he's stuck in the car while you go to the other car.
But like as he's on this side trying to get in, that's when you make your exit, right? Like, so
I would just cry. Like if I
just cry. I mean, if you get bit by a polar bear, you become a polar bear, though. So that's just the rule. That's just what, like standard vampire rules. Speaking of like creatures with rules, I watched the new Beetlejuice, guys, and like,
is it good?
No.
Like,
no. No. I mean, it's like some of it's fun, like some of it's fun. I don't want to, but like it's one of those movies where it's like it doesn't make sense and it's all like not in like a fun way where it's like, oh my god, what a wacky movie. It's just like a oh, they didn't really think this through. They just like made it. It's like I felt
they wanted some nostalgia money and quick, and they didn't want to earn it.
That's how it felt, honestly. Like it's pretty crazy. Like there are characters in the movie that like appear and they're like, I'm a main character, and then they have no reason to be in the movie. It's like really weird. It's really weird. You got to watch it. You've seen the original one, right? Oh, okay.
I feel like that's like that's like when somebody like oh, this smells terrible. You should smell it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean I need you to watch it so you can smell it with me. Okay. Like,
Beetlejuice.
Oh, dude, it sucks. Like, because you know how I don't want to like. It's like I see the appeal. I wouldn't take it from anyone. Like I don't know. I know people like it, so I don't want to like crap on it on like social media and stuff. But like, it just wasn't good, and it was so frustrating because I was like, it's so easy. It's
good.
It was such an easy thing to just double
so
down on, like just
right. I mean, like I feel like okay, Gremlins was fun. Gremlins 2 was wacky and crazy and hilarious and fun. Like, why not just do Beetlejuice but bigger? Crazy Beetlejuice antics. It's easy.
Bigger sand, bigger hauntings.
Yeah, bigger Beatles, more beats.
Again, and it's techno now.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I
was gonna say that.
Skrillex does this version of
the Deo song. This is Skrillex. Oh my god. But so you guys are going through all Buffy, but you're gonna have internet soon. So what have you been working on like comic wise?
Bloodlust, I've been pushing through it. I don't even know what the last page you've seen is, so but I'm on the page now where I'm wrapping the page where the man comes out of his house and gets eaten.
Nice. I can't, dude, that page is gonna be cool, right? Like that's
Mhm. Where she's like, well, I did that already where she's floating.
Yeah.
Did I send you that page?
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, I like that. That
My
page.
goal, my goal is to finish Bloodlust. So I've been sending you the pages. My goal is to send it to Chris in like 2 weeks. I'm going to try to wrap up the rest of the book.
Hell yeah, dude.
So I'll keep sending. You can keep word ballooning it. So that way we can just send it to him.
Yeah.
And that way he can do his finish Deathless. That's my goal. I want to like plow through the Bloodlust so that way we can. Deathless is so close. And I want that.
Yeah, dude, I'm so excited. I really wanted to launch the Kickstarter for Deathless this month, but of course there's a hurricane. There are 2 hurricanes. Thank you. Come on.
We might even be able to do a very fortunate situation where we finish Deathless, you launch the Kickstarter, and then I can just start working issue 4. Yeah. And maybe we can actually get like the time frame much for the turnaround from 3 to 4. That's my hope. So,
true. I mean, that makes sense. You know, I like honestly, we could launch. So this is my fear with Deathless is like I wanted to get it out. I mean, I wanted to launch the Kickstarter in October because it's like the horror comedy like funness, but it's also before Christmas. You know, like I know people aren't gonna have a bunch of extra money near Christmas. You know, we're getting to the point where people are gonna start getting a little bit tighter with their wallets because they have to buy presents for people. I know what that's like. You know, like I definitely understand. So it's like, crap. Like maybe we could launch it like on Halloween, you know, like we can.
You can honestly launch it whenever because the Kickstarter runs for a month.
Yeah.
So if my target for Bloodlust is 1 to 2 weeks with Chris. That's what I told Chris.
Yeah.
Because I am keeping pace on it. So my target for Bloodlust wrap up is 1 to 2 weeks, and I'm going to keep sending you the pages that way. Like I said, so you can balloon them, and then we can be done with it. No. And then so that means that if you launched it within the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, I would just have to finish 3 pages drawings for Deathless. And actually, I think it's 2.5. I don't think it's a true 3. Yeah. Because I think I have half of a page almost final inked, and I have the last page roughed entirely. Yeah. I just need to rough one whole page and then a half a page final. Yeah. So there's not much left for the drawings of Deathless. So then from there, we just color and go. So we would still like let the Kickstarter run. Yeah. And we probably pretty close to like having it ready to ship anyway by the time the Kickstarter's over.
That's very true, dude. Yeah. So all right, I'll start putting that together so we can launch in like 2 to 3 weeks, and then that'll be it. That's a good goal.
I think one of the things we should do is because I just want to test it.
Yeah.
I think I want to print like 10 copies of like an alternate cover through Chris.
Okay.
And get like a foil cover, something special.
Yeah.
Just so I can see how our formatting works.
Yeah.
And then we can also do a tier that has those special. We'll only 10. That's it. That's this foil variant of this. Maybe it won't even be issue 3. Maybe we'll do like 10 foil like covers for issue 1. So that way,
cool.
First issue as a variant cover.
That'd be cool.
As a package with issue 3.
Yeah.
That might be better. Having a variant cover of issue 3 randomly without anything, I think issue 1 have a 1 out of 10 cover. Would be a cool thing to do. So maybe that's what we'll do. Yeah,
that would be cool. Yeah, definitely, dude. That's a good idea. And we can see that way we'll know, like if his prints work out for us, that could be better in the long run. Heck yeah.
Specialty stuff anyway. Some of the specialty stuff that we can do, like that barreled cover I worked on for issue 5.
Yes. So. Dude, I can't wait till we get there. It's gonna be so good. So what are you gonna do this week?
I'm gonna try to get 2 or 3 pages of Bloodlust done this week. That's my goal.
Awesome. All right,
my goal this week is to learn a C chord.
Ooh, so she's been playing guitar, so she's got G down pretty good. C is tougher. Can't not mute that string in between the A and the B. No. Yes, she mutes the open D on the C chord. So
I see. Your fingers just always touching it a little bit. I get, yeah.
I've been like trying to do like hand and finger stretches because I think like from years of doing hair, like I'm supposed to keep the tension all the time. Tight and everything. So like I can't move my fingers like I'm supposed to, but I'm trying.
Yeah. Getting there.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm gonna get down this week.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you know have you done the like C alternate where it's just like the same as the G but you move down Have you
Yes, I tried that. I try to show that you can do that with E minor.
Yeah.
You can do that E, G, C, D. You can even do a D chord like that. You keep those two.
Yeah. I love it.
Where you just add those 2 3s at the bottom.
Yeah.
You do any other chord formation basically, and it just sounds beautiful.
Oh,
Was that
awesome.
called like a? That called like a seventh? What was that, like a diminished? I don't know what that's called. There's a, every time I see it on Ultimate Guitar or something, I'm like, oh, it's like an E7 minor and it's an A7 minor or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Whatever that
hubbub.
I'm not a music math nerd. How dare you, Steven? No. But that's awesome, Tina. How's it been going so far?
It's going.
It's going.
She's doing.
Yeah.
I've found myself getting a little bit discouraged. I won't lie. I found myself getting a little bit discouraged because it's, I don't know, it's harder than I expected it to be, I think.
Yeah.
You know? And
You're gonna reach this plateau though. You're gonna reach this point where it unlocks, and like, yes, there's gonna be songs that are harder to play and stuff like that, but you don't even have like the music unlock yet. Once that like happens where you can actually feel the rhythm, feel those things, it's all game. Like it's,
I just imagine that that gif of Zach Galifianakis where it's like all the numbers.
Yeah. Happens. I remember learning bass the first time. I'm playing, like trying to learn Blink 182. My mom and dad are literally making fun of me through the door because it was so horrible sounding.
Yeah.
Like you still timings right. There's this thing that happens where the timing and your hands finally coordinate and they understand what the mission is, and then from there it's getting better with both of your hands at the same time.
So what she said.
That's.
But I really like it. It's very pretty.
Yeah. Steve. But heck yeah, dude. So you have to show us at some point, or maybe make a video when you feel comfortable and confident and show it, or just show us.
Yeah.
She did the Jake Peralta. She goes,
oh, did you? Nice. Yeah. I love it.
You've been working this week, man.
So this week, I'm going to color 2 pages. I'm going to start. I'm gonna like push on this Kickstarter setup situation. I'm gonna get it done. Like I'm gonna try to get like most of it like situated by next week, so I can get people into like the pre-launch stuff. That's really what I want to do. Yeah, so like I'll probably be messaging you about like possible tiers and stuff, and in the next.
I think we need to go into this one with a different head than we did with this.
I know, we will. Well, I know exactly what we need to do too. So it's we have to be smarter about the. We can't.
No, if we do stretch goals, we just need to be smart with them. That's all.
Yes,
but
Steven and I previously we were like Robin Hood, but we were like we rob from ourselves and give to everyone.
Because some people that paid like for just the physical copy, they ended up getting like $20 worth. Not $20 like of what you could sell for. It was like $20 hard cost.
Yeah, I know. I know, Steven. I know. Yeah, we wanted people to like read the book and be happy so much that we're just like, oh, okay, this might be a mistake afterward. But like, I think
our secret, give it to you. we literally
like us yet. Here's some more stuff. Oh my god. But yeah, so but at least now we have a good idea of like cost and like what we the sort of tiers that work and what we can do, and what people enjoy. So it's pretty cool. And we can put some of like the stretch goal type of stuff in as tiers now instead. We don't need as many stretch goals really. I think we should just focus on trying
to get people to increase to like the $75 tier, not the you just did something.
Exactly.
What about the people that just didn't even reshare or help boost it anyway? They just got all free stuff.
You get free stuff. Yeah. So it's all right. But yeah, so that's what I'm working on this week. I'm glad you guys are okay. I'm glad that you have power and you've been making the best of it. It sounds like you're gonna have freaking internet soon, finally. That's awesome. So next week we're gonna be like back at it and we get to like
we should 100. If Century, as long as Century doesn't get here and be like, oh, sorry, bro, your shit's broken. So
it's broken. Oh my god, we're gonna go like heist the internet from CenturyLink if they give us any more trouble. This is
Comcast. Like I hate Comcast, but I will literally switch back just to have internet again if they do that to me.
Worst. Oh,
I hate.
They're the worst.
CenturyLink is at least legit. Outside of hurricanes, they're perfect. Like I never have any lapse in service, and it's always a true gigabyte of internet every time. But
Yeah.
After a hurricane, they really suck at fixing it. So.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. Oh, okay. But thank you all for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. If you made it this far in the episode, you probably are already subscribed. But if you're not, please hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate it. Make sure you follow us on social media. Steven, where can people find you on social media?
You guys can find me at Stevie Wildcard on Twitter. I think it's the same on Instagram as well.
Awesome. Tina, where can people find you? Are you on social media at all? What do you do, Tina?
She lurks on Twitter.
I know.
I'm very. I don't post or interact very much, admittedly, but I am around.
And she's awesome.
At awesome on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. It's my handle for everything. I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'll make sure to post all of the links below. I'm at Anthony Lafusi on Twitter, and just Anthony Has Issues on Instagram, and you can find us at We Have Issues Pod on Twitter as well. But thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. Really appreciate you, and we hope you'll see you next week when we're back with a brand new episode with internet and everything. But until then, I'm Anthony.
I'm Stevie Wildcard.
I'm Tina B. Awesome.
This has been We Have Issues. We'll see you next week.
Boom! You tried to steal it, but it was at the wrong time, so you did steal it.
Hit me with the boom. I'll edit it.
Former blowing up as the boom for this week's episode. Boom!
She's attacking me. I just have to let everyone know she's
attacking him.
attacking. She's attacking.
I'm not attacking.
Look,
you. I love you.
she loves me.
Mhm.
Wait, you love me?
I'm gonna marry you.
Like for sure? For reals? For serious? For keeps?
Ask me right now.
I can't. I
Ask
don't have
me.
a ring. I need a ring.
You want a ring?
I've been
Ask me.
told
Who says?
over and
Ooh,
over.
what are these? These are pretty.
Those are for you.
Aww.
Will you? I'm kidding. Yeah. It's
Earrings
earring
count.
scouts. Yeah.
Mm.